Deloitte released this report a few years ago called the Short Fuse Big Bang Theory of Digital Disruption. On the X-axis, is it too late in the afternoon to talk about X and Y axes? Who loves the words X and Y axes? There's always one or two. These slides are just for you guys. On the X-axis, what you have is the length of time until digital disruption impacts your industry, and on the Y-axis, you have the size of the impact from a business model change perspective, either rather contained at the bottom or rather massive up the top. Now, we all know where retail trade sits, right? Up here, short fuse, big bang. But so does professional service and finance. And the really, really bad news is that this report was released over 4 years ago. Digital disruption, as you know, has happened in your industry, and the question is, what are you going to do in a post-digital disruption society? Because we are now seeing that the infrastructure that you guys have built up over centuries, over decades, are now being used by fast players. For example, in other industries, WhatsApp, disrupting the revenues of telecommunications companies. Why on earth are they still called telecommunications companies, by the way? I mean, think of Singtel, for example. They now have Singtel Dash, right? But still, we refer to that as the telecommunications industry. How much money did they used to make? How much margin did they used to make on SMSs? Good margins is the technical response. What happened when we switched from sending SMSs to now using WeChat, Snapchat, WhatsApp instead? Well, those margins were challenged, and what's going to happen to telecommunications or phone calls and the margins on those? Is anyone making phone calls via Facebook, for example, Facebook Messenger, or Viber, or WhatsApp? Right? This is challenging those business models, and apps in a very, very short period of time build on the infrastructure that incumbents have built over decades and centuries to very, very quickly erode your profits. And of course, through digital disruption, it's been said that 35 to 40% of all net profits of the banking and finance industry are up for grabs over the next few years because of digitization.